Well, good afternoon. Very exciting to see so many people attending our October Town Hall meeting. Thank you so much for coming. In continuation to our first Town Hall meeting that was dedicated to the assisted living and memory care unit, we're now going to go further into detail about our project, and some more information I think will be very handy. What I'd like to do is first do the presentation, and then after that we will open up. Kathy will have some comments, and then we will open it up. As you can see, we have a new rendering for our beautiful assisted living and memory care building. Features that I think are spectacular are going to be the open glass, and it's going to be very, very bright in there. And also, right here, that's a green roof, which I think is going to be spectacular. The slides follow the brochure that you have in your hands, but I will also, just for the sake, will be reading some of it out. What are the different levels of care? Right now, we have 2 levels of care being offered at Stonegates. The first is independent living, retirement living, and the second is our 5-star health center. Included in our 5-star too is we do have a few select health center assisted living suites. But primarily those are the 2 service units that we offer right now. What we'd like to do is offer additional care services available so that we can continue the care for our residents. We're now going to be offering 4 different types of levels of care. The first is independent living. So Stonegates Independent Living is designed for residents who are still active and require little to no support with the activities of daily living. They want to continue living a full, independent life, but prefer to live in a setting specifically designed with their needs in mind. Residents trade in the worries of home ownership for the true comforts of a home, but in a country club setting. Residents enjoy the peace of mind that whatever their healthcare needs are in the future, they have access to our 5-star skilled nursing health center. The next level of care that we would like to offer is assisted living. Now, assisted living is a progression from independent living. It's a decision that is made between yourselves, your family members, and our care staff as well. Primarily, our resident support services, Heather, will be working, and we'll be assessing throughout if anybody within the community feels that assisted living is the next step for them. So what is assisted living at Stonegates? Stonegates Assisted Living will provide a redefined independence through assistance with activities of daily living, like bathing, getting dressed, mobility aid, medication management, and housekeeping. Our certified nursing assistants and licensed nurses create regularly updated care plans detailing a resident's personalized service. Licensed nursing supervision is provided 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in addition to a wide array of planned social and recreational activities. The around-the-clock caregiver presence is often the most significant reason and the differentiating factor between assisted living and independent living. The next level of care that it would be available is the Stonegates Memory Care Program. It will be rooted in a person-centered approach that preserves identity, dignity, and sense of self. Like assisted living and skilled nursing, our memory care unit will offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, of supervision and help with activities of daily living. However, care that is provided is different from the independent living because it's more medically based and focused. Our certified nursing assistants and licensed nurses with specialized memory care training certification will provide personalized care with a focus on keeping residents comfortable, engaged, and safe. Our memory care staff will be equipped with the latest assessment tools and trained on high-quality, innovative caregiving practices. The next level of care that will be available is skilled nursing, which we currently have at our health center. Stonegate's 5-star, which is the highest level that exists, health center caters exclusively to Stonegate's residents with complex and highly demanding health needs. It focuses on medical care that an assisted living cannot provide. That's one of the major differences. It provides licensed nursing care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to residents who require respite, short-term or long-term ongoing monitoring assessment, and specialized treatment with rehabilitation services, physical therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy, pain management, IV medication, respiratory therapy, wound care, among a lot of the services that we provide. And all this is under the supervision of a qualified, board-certified medical director. So those are the 4 different levels of care that we hope and aspire to provide. As you will see around the room, we do have some renderings available. On this side, you will find the renderings for the floor plans of the 1st and 2nd floor of the assisted living and memory care unit. The 1st floor plan will have 2 2-bedroom apartments, which are these 2 dark, the bluer, purple. And then we have 6 1-bedroom apartments. There's going to be a dining room, a recreation room, and a social gathering room. The main entrance will be located right next to the circle for entrance of the health center. It will have a dedicated reception area and an atrium to go in. The 2nd floor plan of the assisted living care unit encompasses 2 1-bedroom apartments, 6 memory care apartments, a memory care dining room, a memory care gathering room, a memory care recreation room / 4-seasons room, a memory care outdoor terrace, an assisted living recreation room, a community room, and an outdoor terrace, assisted living outdoor terrace overlooking the surrounding green roof. These are the floor plans for the assisted living apartments. You have a 1 1-bedroom sample here, a 2 2-bedroom, and another 1-bedroom apartment. We have different options to provide. If you can see, the apartments for the 2-bedroom have 2 separate bedrooms and 2 separate bathrooms as well. A small kitchenette area and a living area and a small dining area. Very comfortable, luxurious apartments. The 1-bedroom has a large bedroom, a restroom, a living area, and a kitchen area. The memory care apartments, which are on the 2nd floor, have 4 different options available. We're very excited to also be offering the Stonegates Recreational Club. Exclusively for our Stonegates retirement residents, where one spouse is the primary caregiver The Stonegates Recreational Club will offer spouses and caregivers a daily respite from caregiving, while knowing that their loved one is in a safe and engaging environment. This will occur in the assisted living memory care building. Enrollment in the recreational club provides Stonegates residents only with the necessary care for your loved one while they are immersed in a fun, engaging, and stimulating environment. Our certified nursing assistants and licensed nurses will provide Stonegates residents with personalized care, assistance, and supervision. Residents will enjoy Chef Dara's delicious and nutritious meals, will receive medication administration, will participate in planned activities, all while receiving exceptional care from Stonegate's trained and professional staff, nurses, and licensed medical professionals. We're very excited about having this available to our residents. Previously, we have spoken about the timeline. I'm pleased to announce that the first phase, which was the county council hearing vote, was approved very quickly. I think it took less than 5 minutes. No objections, all thanks to our reputation. Our next big hurdle will be the Newcastle County plan approval, which will occur in January, followed by what we hope to be the April, May of next year estimated construction start date. We're hoping to have the conservatory grand opening in time for the holidays in December. And finally, we hope to have an exciting grand opening of the assisted and living and memory care building in June or July of 2025. The Stonegates Conservatory, well, it's beautiful. It's going to expand the indoors to the outdoors. It's going to allow you to enjoy our gardens in an environment that will be warm and cozy throughout the year. This is the floor plan for the conservatory. This is the pub and the living room. These are the hallway that connects into the pub and the living room. This is where the conservatory will be laid out. You may have seen that we've already put some footage out there to show where exactly how big the space is going to be. The pond will be moved. We're going to have continue the same beautiful gardens that we have. And probably most importantly is the addition of a graded entrance into the pub area and into the living room that will help those who need assistance of avoiding the steps. So you'll come down this corridor. This is an existing corridor that is here. And then you wrap around and get into the pub area. Stonegates Assisted Living and Memory Care. Most important facts of all this is ours. It's available when you need it. It saves you money should you use their services, and it costs you absolutely nothing if you do not use their services.
Hello, everyone. We are really excited about this project because it completes Stonegates. If we proceed with this project, we will have it all. All of our residents will have whatever services you require, you'd like, in a unique environment that you've come to expect at Stonegates. So we are all really very excited about it and really so happy to see so many people here to learn more about the project. The importance of these meetings really are twofold. As you all know, Stonegates is a condominium. And as a condominium, when we are considering a project of this magnitude, that involves common space, it requires a vote of the unit owners. And on the declaration documents, it indicates on page 23, if any of you have it in your library, it indicates that 80% vote of all unit owners will be required to have this modification amended. Now, when an amendment is made to the declaration plan, essentially what it will mean is that it is including the assisted living and the memory care in the service unit A, which is identified in the documents as our health center. So by including this addition in service unit A, that will tie it in to the fact that you will have access to this area through your residence agreement. Because in your residence agreement, you all have access to our health center. So when we do make this modification, when we do file this amendment, that's essentially what the amendment will state, is that assisted living and memory care is being absorbed into service unit A. Now, as a condominium, and I know it gets complicated and probably pretty boring, is Stonegates is comprised of 166 units. 164 of those are apartments and cottages. 2 of those units are the service units. Service unit A is the health center, and service unit B is all the dietary components. The other value of these meetings is to be sure that you all understand and appreciate everything that Stonegates has to offer. Because the more knowledgeable you all are, the more helpful we all are to each other, and the more you can let your families know how everything works at Stonegate, you can let your friends know. It is beneficial on many levels. I think the other thing that's interesting to know is that this is the second time that we've come to our residents, to our unit owners, to ask for their approval to make an amendment to our declaration plan. The first time was in year 2000, and that is when we determined that there was a need to add beds to our health center. At that time, we added 8,000 square feet, and we also were holding meetings with our residents to inform them of the need of increasing the size of our health center and that the 80% vote was required. And like today, when we went with that addition, it did not cost our current unit owners, any additional money. The operation to cover the 8,000 square feet was not absorbed in the residents' monthly fees. So there are similarities to what happened in the year 2000 to what we're asking now. And fortunately, in the year 2000, we were able to get 100% vote. So we're really hoping that we are also successful this time, which is really why it's very important that your questions are answered, because the bottom line is we are improving services to all of you. We are asking your permission to let us improve your services. These 3 statements were submitted to us by our resident committee that we're working with to help get the whole idea across of the benefits of this project. It is available when you need it. And one of the things that I think is important to understand is the assisted living process is just that, it's a process. No one wakes up in the morning to determine that I need assisted living today. Unlike you can wake up in the morning and have a health situation that means you need a healthcare bed that day. So managing the availability of our healthcare beds for all of our residents, which we have done beautifully for 39 years, it is a much easier process to work with all of our residents to make sure that when we do this addition, that there will be services available when you need it. And unlike what happened in 2000, it will save you money should you use these services. Because if you only need assisted living environment and not a skilled care environment like we have in our health center, it is less expensive. If you are in your apartment or your cottage and you're requiring 24-hour care, that gets very expensive. So the assisted living environment in this situation will be less expensive. And if you never use it, and you are fortunate enough not to ever need to go into the health center, the cost absolutely nothing if you use these services. So we are here asking your permission to improve your options, to give you more opportunities for whatever care you may or may not need, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. So that's really what our presentation is about. It is a great opportunity for Stonegates, which means it's a great opportunity for everyone here. And the more questions you have, the more questions we can answer so that you're comfortable that this is really a great opportunity for everyone will help us all.